there, geeks. Adam coming at you with another Wizards Hall video. Got a nice selection of comics and magazines and other fun things to share with you this time around. A few surprises. What happened recently was the Black Friday sale with the holidays, right? I got word that there was a comic book store near my in law's house that was opening at 6 a.m. for Black Friday deals. Now, unfortunately, the Black Friday deals mostly involved Funko Pops and things like that. Not my speed. But what they did have going on there was plenty of back issues, because this is the store that I've talked about on the show before, where they've been around since the 90s. So I just said, if there is a comic shop opening at 6 a.m., I'm going to be there. Hopefully there's barely anybody there and I can have all the back issue bins to myself. And that was kind of how it worked out. So it was a pretty good deal. So I wanted to show you some of the books that I picked up on that trip. First up, this was exciting to me. This, you might notice, is kind of an homage to the first appearance of Daredevil, but actually this is the first appearance of the Next Men. Yes, John Byrne's Next Men, a series that I love dearly, and so I was excited to finally get my hands on that for a reasonable price. Also, though, in the mix were some Image United books. I know this is kind of a reunion event that the Image founders did. First two issues here, so I'm curious to find out. Maybe there are more, maybe there aren't, but I'm curious to see what it was like when they tried to get the band back together, so to speak. Also here is an issue of Fathom #1, baby! Yeah, so Fathom #1. Michael Turner was big in the pages of Wizard at that time, so definitely want to pick that up because I knew we'd be discussing it. Also here, Ka-Zar. Speaking of discussing it, it's coming up on episode 67. We're going to talk some Ka-Zar with Mark Waid and Andy Kubert. So thought that was a fun pickup. I just wanted to see what the book was all about, and you'll get my thoughts on that episode. Also, I have a near complete run of Darkhawk, but this is one that I was missing. And the reason I picked it up is I noticed these Flyboys, as they were called, in the 2099 universe. And so I was like, wait a minute, Time to Kill. Did Darkhawk go to the 2099 universe? I didn't know about it. Sort of. Maybe. It's kind of questionable there, but it was still awesome to finally get that issue, fill in another space in that run. There's only a few later issues that I'm missing at this point. But speaking of 2099, this was really cool. I've been picking up these Exiles books every time they feature Spider-Man 2099 on there, and specifically World Tour 2099. So they're like these two different issues, which I thought was pretty cool. Is that? Oh, I think there actually is a different one of this too, where it's kind of all these characters, but it's like different ones. I thought I put that in this pile, but I guess I didn't. It's all good though. It was very cool to find those books. But also, I picked up a couple issues of Fantastic Four 2099, so I have a near complete run of the 2099 books. The only thing I'm missing are the Ghost Rider 2099 books. I have like the first 5, but I kind of spaced and I was like, wait, do I have these Fantastic Four ones? Turns out I did. Now I have doubles, so be it. There were some pretty cool ads in there. But also, we've talked about this recently, that whenever I see the Wizard logo, okay, on a book, I gotta pick it up. And here it is when the trade for Y the Last Man came out. Wizard had a nice quote on there telling people how awesome it was. So, piece of history there when Wizard mattered to the industry, you know. Speaking of Wizard, all right, let's get into a couple things directly related to the magazine that I got. I haven't made a huge effort to pick up the special collector's cards that were specifically created by Wizard, but there are a few chromiums that I found a good deal on. So the Darkchild card there, which is fun, and also the Nightwing card. So not quite as prismatic there, not as much of the rainbow colors, but that was just nice to add those. Here and there I'll pick them up if I get them for a buck or two. Not the crazy prices that trading cards are going for these days. But this was a big one to find for me, which is Wizard 85. This is the rare third Tim Sale cover. So R.I.P. Tim Sale. But this was very cool. It was opened, but it still had all the goodies inside of it. So I was excited to have all the pack-in items. I mean, nothing super essential, but at the same time, it was just great. And I'd been hunting for this for a long time. It doesn't come up very often. So very, very cool to add that to the archives, because of the first 100 issues, I think there might be like only one other variant cover I haven't found yet, but otherwise we've got them all. So that's getting us one one step closer to that completion of the first 100 issues and slowly filling in the gaps on the bigger issues. Yes, the later era magazine size, which is this one that I just got. Man, I was hunting this for a while too. Not a lot of people bought this, I guess, and have it in their archives. But the big thing for me as a Kiss fan, there's a Gene Simmons interview in here talking about these comics, which I'll be honest, I only read McFarlane's Psycho Circus Kiss comics and occasionally picked up another one. I think that series did it the best or the most interestingly, but very excited to have that. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm always excited. I gotta find a new word. I'm thrilled. I'm ecstatic. All right. Last thing here, though. So this is kind of rare because it was produced in a limited run. Gabe from Gabe Loves 90s Comics, friend of the podcast, tipped us off that this company called White Gold Industries that primarily is promoting themselves on Instagram had a limited run of Wizard t-shirts that they were putting out. Okay, so they had like from the first 10 issues they'd had like the Eric Larson Wolverine, or they had the Bart Sears Venom cover, all those that you remember. But there was only one I knew I had to grab. Okay, and so I was glad that I finally was able to, because to my knowledge, there was not an official Wizard shirt produced with this cover. In fact, I found another bootleg before. I don't think these are officially bootleg, but they might, straddle that line. But there we go. That's right. We have the Wizard. I'm kind of bleached out there, but there's the Wizard number 1, Todd McFarlane, on a t-shirt. So it was great to grab this. It's actually kind of funny. If you look at the copyright on the bottom, it says Spidey Wizard. I feel like I got to check and see if that is in any of the official, representations of that particular cover. But also in the mix, which was kind of fun, I had to grab this because it said that image was also available in a sticker. So they have this like Spider-Man sticker pack. You can see up there that it's part of it. But then on the back, there's Venom. And so these are like pulled right from actual comics panels and things like that, turned into stickers. I'm going to open that up because I want to see which stickers I got. So I'll share that with you right now. All right, open it up. They're really sealed in there, which is good, I guess. They're safe. Okay, so yeah, so we saw this one, that classic McFarlane Spidey image. I don't know about this one. Is this like a 60s era? That's maybe a 70s Spider-Man. That one's a pretty classic. Ooh, look at this. So we got Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. That's fun. Okay. And there it is. This is what I really wanted. A Spider-Man 2099. That's going on the old laptop there. So that's great. What else we got? Oh, and then there's their logo, little White Gold Industries. They kind of ape the Marvel style. Look at this, though. Look at this Venom. He's all Punishered out there. He's got his gear. Okay. Oh, Venom head. Yep, so that's the Eric Larson Venom, right? Or no, actually, that's a Bagley. That's Mark Bagley, right? Yeah. Okay. And there we go. This might be a Larson. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. Is that from that time that Venom got together with all the Ghost Rider side of things and the Spirits of Vengeance? I don't know. But then also, the order was a little bit late. I was getting a little miffed, so I sent them an email. I was like, guys, it's been a while. And they're like, oh, so sorry that we sent it late. So they sent me an extra pack of stickers, which was very nice, of Iron Man and War Machine. So let's take a look here. All right, so there's classy War Machine, ready for action. Okay, there we go. Flying in your face. Okay, oh, is this Titanium Man? Do I have that right? Is that the green one is Titanium Man? All right, there's the War Machine logo. That's nice. Oh, I mean, of course, over the Iron Man logo. Oh, the Silver Centurion. That's awesome. Okay, so a lot of Rhodey in different areas. Okay, there we go. Yep, classic 90s Iron Man. Let's see. And Iron Man logo. Yep, and finally, there he is, flying into action. So no Heroes Reborn Iron Man in there, but I guess that's okay. But yeah, so a lot of fun stuff, right? It's just odds and ends. It's fun to pick them up and see what is produced. So if you ever get a line on some Wizard merchandise, be sure to hit us up. So, you don't want to buy it? Maybe we do. DM us, or you can find us on Twitter at Wizards Comics, on Instagram at Wizards_Comics. Of course, you can always email us at wizardscomicspod@gmail.com. Want to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So much fun stuff going over here in addition to these haul videos. We recently released, finally, after a little while, the Fantasy Superhero Draft, which was a fun event that actually ended up being our most viewed video of the last few months. So a lot of people were excited about that concept. Hopefully you can get in on the next one if you want to participate. Last call here for, though, the Patreon. No, it's ongoing. This isn't a limited time offer, but if you want to go to Patreon /Wizards Comics, you will be able to participate in not only getting episodes 2 weeks early, unfiltered, because we're not editing them. They are uncensored. They are uncut. You can just see what it was like to record with us. But also a lot of like this stuff that I showed off here, I may have leaked to the Patreon first. So you might get first dibs on what's to come and what's going to be presented. And so, yeah, get on over to the Patreon. It's $5 a month. That's about the cost of a Wizard magazine back in the day, and you will get also, hey, how about some scans from Wizard magazine, sometimes full scans of the issues? That might be worth it right there to you. So check it on out. Just help support the podcast, keep us going, keep these archives growing. But until next time, keep your books bagged and boarded.